EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now, this is just the fifth all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On the counter, it's Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready? 5-8. Mike, 51. Okay, double up. Alert 3.
Now the first carry for Bush. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Show an 8.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, it's Bush. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Motion.
Bush on 3rd down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play.
Come on,
they didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Check three.
On 2nd and 7, Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And an alley to Lamar Miller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 52 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's now third down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, easy. Backfield, motion backfield.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. He can't hang.
Kill. Kill.
51.
Now Breeze on third down.
Twist.
And that will be incomplete.
Breeze pass. Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Get wide. Watch twist.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Twist.
Third and long. It's Watson. Alex Anzalone providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
You got 10 points down. He's coming. Tight right there.
Back to throw, Watson.
Outside coming.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Here we go. A gain of 13 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 31, Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Back him up.
Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now third down.
56 to Mike. 56 is Ricky. Hey, easy. Mike, 56, right there. 56. Hey, check.
Breeze going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. They'll run on first down. It's Bush. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. It's Miller. Lamar Miller. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
51. Hey, tight. 51. Mike, 51.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
51 to Mike. It's a party now.
On first down, Bush. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first down, they stick with Bush. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.